Hey everyone, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney based in New York, and today we are talking about restaurant managers and all the things they do that they shouldn't. First and foremost, what do restaurant managers do? They sleep with their employees. It's very common. We see it all the time. It's a really bad idea. It's a bad idea for the manager. It's a bad idea for the employee, and it generally ends poorly. If it does, you should be speaking to an employment attorney. If your coworker is sleeping with your boss and he or she gets better shifts because of it, then you should be speaking to an employment attorney. It's not okay. It's not right. And let's face it, their relationship shouldn't affect your schedule. It's not fair. It's not right. Next on the list, restaurant managers stealing tips. Happens all the time. They cannot do it. They are not servers. They are not welcome to your tips. Those are yours. You earned them through your hard work and courtesy to your customers. They don't pay minimum wage, and when you're tipped out, you don't actually get tipped up to minimum wage. Not gonna work. You've got to make minimum wage one way or the other. And if the tips aren't doing it, they owe you money. If that's happening, talk to an employment attorney. Overtime pay. You still due overtime pay. If you're not getting it, if you're working more than 40 hours a week, you need to be talking to an employment attorney. In a lot of situations, you are due that money. Payment of hourly wages. You know, sometimes they say, oh, don't worry about it. You make so much in tips here, we don't have to pay you by the hour. No, they do have to pay you an hourly rate. It might be lower than minimum wage because you're being tipped out to come up to minimum wage, but they still have to pay you an hourly rate. It's never going to be the case that you're getting nothing per hour working in a restaurant. Training pay. Well, you got to get paid. And if you're not getting paid to train, it's for their benefit. They're getting a better employee out of that. So you should be speaking to an employment attorney at that point. That's not going to fly either. And this is a classic. You have a customer, Dine and Dash, and they take it out of your money for the day. It's not your fault. You're not security. You can't control those people. And let's face it, if somebody was dining and dashing and you grabbed them, you'd probably get fired. So holding you responsible for it is ridiculous. And it's also not legal. They can't take that money out of your paycheck. They can't take breakage charges out of your paycheck either. If you drop a tray and you smash a bunch of glasses and plates, it's unfortunate. Be more careful next time, but they can't take your pay. You earned that. And the breakage is part of their business. They have to factor that in. So don't let that one slide by. That can really add up. Uniform maintenance. You're not supposed to pay for those uniforms. That's not how it works. If that's the case, make sure you're making a call. Talk to somebody who deals with this sort of thing. It's not all right. Now, you're going to have the people who do the service charges, and that's kind of the set service charge fee, and they're representing that it's a gratuity. There's a good chance that they keep that, especially the credit card ones that they do. A lot of places keep that. It's not the way it's supposed to work. If they present it as a gratuity or a service charge, that is essentially your money. You earned it through your hard work. Make sure you get it. Last and not least, it's the classic, the bartender, the waiter, the waitress who works the double shift. You work 10 hours in a day and great pay, right? Tons of tips, good for the day, but you're due a spread of hour, which is 1 hour of minimum wage on top of what you actually worked and earned because you've exceeded 10 hours for the day. And that's going to be the minimum wage even if you're on a primarily tip-based, tipping out kind of situation where you're not earning minimum wage on an hourly basis. You're still due that hour at minimum wage. Make sure you get it, and it doesn't sound like a lot, 1 hour of minimum wage. A lot of people say to me, who cares? You should, because over the course of years, it really adds up. And if they haven't been paying you for years and it's been adding up and now all of a sudden they owe it to you, that could be a sizable sum of money. I know a lot of really hardworking service people who turn around and say, boy, I'm owed, thousands, tens of thousands. It's time to talk to an employment attorney, find out what you're owed. Hopefully they can help you. Look down below for my contact information. I'm always happy to help anyone in New York. I know there's not too many employment attorneys upstate, so I answer questions from up there too. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.